The world as we know it has changed. This whole pandemic thing has caused people to take a look at the things that they have going on for themselves. So this video for this week, we're going to explore some of the things that people have been coming to realize that they need to get together before it's too late. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome. It's episode 12, I want to say. This is video maybe 13 because I got an extra video in there somewhere. Whatever the number is, you hear now. And that means it's Tuesday. And that means it's time for another release for Talk to Me Tuesday. It's me again. I'm back. So, like I was saying, this year has really been something. There's been a lot of changes. Not to quote one particular weird politician, but within the year, people died that they died before. People have come to realize that in life they may not be exactly where they want to be, where the dollars and the cents add up. So now the pandemic has created a need for people like me who do the things that I do, and this is a real serious thing. Of course, with the pandemic, we've had people who were running basically marathons who can't even walk up and down a flight of steps without pretty much passing out. We have people who were living very productive lives, and now things have just changed. People have gone through these things, and they realize that they may not be exactly where they're supposed to be, as far as safeguards or emergency funds or whatever is concerned. Now, no, okay, I live in the same world that y'all live in, okay? So there's a chance, that of course people were woefully underprepared for this kind of thing, and they might have rocked themselves into the belief that they were okay, but now things have happened, and of course, they learned the hard way that they're not. I mean, just with the things that I do within financial services, like this time last year, a lot of people weren't really just looking into life insurance in mass like they are now. At this point in time, life insurance companies are flooded with applications of people who saw some things happen. Like I said, we had not normal, but extremely healthy and athletic people get some kind of virus that took them out of life. They're no longer here, and then they realize, oh crap, I don't have this for my family, or I don't have that for my family. I could barely put in applications right now with some of my carriers because they are flooded with applications of people who are trying to make sure that their families aren't really crowdsourcing for money, or depending on the kindness of strangers to help them put a body in the ground or cremate it or whatever it is that they're doing. People are also taking a introverted respect on what their credit is looking like. Of course, people have a lot of downtime to sit and think now, so they're like, man, I need to get this together, or I need to get that together. They're saying, oh, I don't want my family to fight over my cast iron skillet, so let me see what I could do to create a will. Or they could be, people who have it together are now saying, well, if something were to happen to me now and my beneficiaries and my heirs, they get access to this capital that I'm passing on to them, they don't know what to do with it. So I need to set something up that makes it so where they don't just fly through this money, or I need to set up something where they can learn how to do X, Y, and Z with this money. Or they may look into, okay, well, now I need a trust, or now I need some kind of power of attorney just in case something happens to me. There's all kinds of things that people are thinking about now. And I mean, I hate to say this, but it's due to the pandemic. Like, there's been a lot of crap, a lot of terrible things that have happened over the last calendar year, right? But one of the unfortunate positives, I'll say, one of the unfortunate positives that has come out of this whole thing is people are doing a lot more thinking now. And of course, you know, it's people like me who want to help you capitalize on the things that you're thinking about, you know. There's people, although, you know, contrary to popular beliefs, there's a lot of people who are starting businesses at this point in time. However you think, whatever you think about that, you know, hey, I mean, but people are starting businesses in record numbers. Minority women are booming in business even throughout the pandemic. People, like I said, people are taking more of a proactive approach with dealing with money in their family and the things that they know that they need to get together in case something wild were to happen. I like to call it when life happens. You know, they're doing people are doing all kinds of amazing things at this point. I hate that it had to come, you know, because of the pandemic that we're in, but this is one of the things that has come out of it. And I hope, like, whenever we are officially out of the pandemic, that people will, you know, will keep the same energy, quote unquote, as far as trying to make sure that everything is okay. My fear is that, of course, people are going to rock themselves back into that coma of disbelief and unawareness, and then they're just going to continue on, you know, as if they haven't seen a lot of the devastation and a lot of the issues, you know, that they have seen throughout this whole entire pandemic. But man, I tell you, man, there is a lot of people doing a lot of proactive things as far as trying to get themselves together, and you have no choice but to applaud that kind of thing. It's really amazing. It's really amazing. So this video isn't going to be long, but I just want you to know, like, there's people that out here who are trying, and they're doing things that they haven't done before because now at this point they need to. And of course, their families are going to thank them in the long run, because the things that they're doing today, you're going to be able to cash in on them tomorrow. Whether, of course, it's improving your credit or establishing, you know, some kind of passive savings with your life insurance, or if you come down with some kind of odd illness or something that your life insurance can, you know, basically give you a cash payout for while you're still living, then of course that will happen on top of you not having to worry about putting out a GoFundMe or any kind of crowdsourcing initiatives to raise the money that you need, on top of not having to also deal with the negative stigmatisms and criticisms that come with crowdsourcing money. So people, you know, they're on the rise as far as what they're trying to do for themselves. Now, I don't know if any of you fit that bill, but if you are thinking about, of course, you know, getting your stuff together, it doesn't really matter how old you are or how young you are. You're never too You're never out of range to get these kinds of things done. So if that is something that you are doing and you are actively approaching, just remember to be aggressive with it. Get it done. Have it in your back pocket brewing. And when you need it, you're always going to have it. See you next week.